When I was the Fort Worth Police Department recruiter, it didn't take long for me to realize something. Good applicants just don't walk through the door anymore. Most departments are literally waiting for talent to show up. Meanwhile, the competition is actively out there selling themselves to the best candidates. Today, I want to talk to you about what it really means to be proactive. Underline that, proactive in police recruiting. What we tried, where we fell short, and what departments need to do differently right now. If your agency's idea of properly recruiting is posting an opening on a website and really hoping for the best, this episode is for you. When I took over recruiting, we were facing problems that departments all over the country were having to deal with. We had positions that were open, but we didn't have the qualified applicants to fill them. Limited budget, a limited staff, and a mindset that said, we've always done it this way. The traditional approach looked like this: post a job, hold a test once or twice a year, and hope that enough people show up that meet the standards. Ladies and gentlemen, that's passive recruitment. And in a competitive environment, passive recruitment is a guaranteed way to fall behind. Now, at the same time, we were dealing or competing with other agencies like the Dallas Police Department, the Houston Police Department, locally, the Arlington Police Department, some of the other suburban police departments, the Texas Department of Public Safety, which are the troopers here, and agencies across the U.S. for the same applicant pool. Those departments weren't waiting. They were out on campuses, in communities and online, actively telling their story. You just can't sit in the station and ask, where are all the good applicants? If you've never even gone to see where they actually are. So where does proactive recruitment look like in the real world? One of the first shifts we made was simple but powerful. Stop expecting candidates to come to us, go to them. That meant community events, job fairs, employment workshops at colleges, and yes, coffee shops and student spaces, like many of the coffee shops that I go to now. When I talk about being proactive, I'm talking about showing up repeatedly, not once a year with a table and a stack of brochures. You build a presence. You become a familiar face. I would visit campuses multiple times a semester, not just to set up a booth, but to talk to professors, advisors, student organizations, and especially women, Black students, Hispanic students, who had never had a recruiter sit down with them and say, let me show you how policing could fit your skills, your skill set, and your future. Think about places like a bookstore. Young students and young professionals come there to read, to study, and to think about their future. A proactive recruiter sees those spaces as places of opportunity, not to sell a job, but to start a conversation. The message isn't just we're hiring. The message is this is why our department is worth your talent and what you bring to the table. Here's what we stand for. Here's how you can grow here. Proactive recruitment means treating every public space, every campus, every community gathering as a chance to build relationships, not just to hand out flyers. So in my role as the police recruiter, one of the most important decisions that we made was to target institutions, local schools like University of Texas at Arlington, Texas Christian University, but also HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities, and HSIs, Hispanic Service Institutions, and women's universities out of state. And the question is why? Why? Because if you want a diverse applicant pool, a diverse department, you've got to locate that diverse college applicant pool as well. You have to go where those candidates are concentrated and keep going back. Let's be honest, visiting a campus once is outreach. Being present on that campus every semester, year after year, that's relationship building. Building relationships isn't glamorous. It means emails, phone calls, student forums, meeting career services personnel, attending events where you might only talk to a handful of students. But over time, you start to see patterns. More interest, more applications, more trust in your department. Proactive recruitment says we're invested in your institution and we're here to stay. Not, we'll see you next year if our budget allows a trip. If your department isn't tracking which campuses you're developing relationships with and how often you show up, you're not really being proactive. You're just taking trips. Being proactive isn't just about having a physical presence. It's also about diversifying your communications channel. When I was recruiting, we used the website, flyers, workshops, career fairs, and social media. And even then, we were only scratching the surface with regard to what was possible. Today, if you're not using platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and targeted ads to tell your department's story, you're invisible to huge portions of your potential applicant pool. Proactive recruitment means answering questions before applicants have to ask them. What does the academy look like? What's the culture really like? How does the department treat new officers, women, and officers of color? You can answer all of that through video, Q&A sessions, ride-along content, and day-in-the-life storytelling. I like all of that, and I used to love the Q&A sessions, impromptu Q&A sessions when I was visiting a campus or a military installation. Let me give you a situation, or let me give you an area. And I was thinking, okay, I could do this video from here, but I'm not there. I'm here in my home office. Let's say it's the mall. Let's say you're at a mall. Look around in a mall and look at all of the opportunities a mall presents. Different ages, backgrounds, and career, all in one space. A proactive recruiter sees this as a cross-section of the community and asks, who here has leadership potential? Who here already has the skill set, discipline, or life experience we need? Then the question becomes, what are we doing online and offline to reach those people instead of waiting for them to stumble across a job posting? If your recruitment strategy doesn't reflect the diversity you see in a mall on a Friday night, something is wrong. Now, I'm going to be honest, being proactive sounds great on paper. It looks good on paper. But inside an organization, it runs into resistance. It's a sobering fact. You'll hear things like, we don't have the funding. It's kind of funny how they have the funding for everything else. We don't have the funding. Or, we've always done it this way. I once had a captain tell me that in his time, all they had to do was post an opening in the paper. Who reads the paper? Who reads the paper now? But he was serious. And John, they would just line up. But I digress. And then you hear, why travel out of state? Everybody we need is here. That's a falsehood. Why travel out of state to recruit? I heard those lines repeatedly when I was constantly trying to expand our recruitment efforts. Even when the data showed that we needed to do more to attract diverse, qualified recruitment applicants. Proactive recruitment requires 3 3 things. A clear strategy. Who are you targeting and why? Support from leadership, not just lip service, but actual staffing and budgeting. Oh, I got some stories I could tell you on budgeting. Persistence, because you're going to have to explain the value of what you're doing over and over again. If you're a recruiter or a supervisor watching this, start small, but be consistent. Pick a handful of campuses or community spaces or both. Show up regularly. Use social media, track your results. Over time, your numbers and your relationships become your argument for more support, which includes more money. Police recruitment can't afford to be passive anymore. If you want officers who are educated, diverse, and truly committed to the profession, you have to find them, talk to them, and show them why your department is worth their trust and effort. That's what being proactive is really about. Not just filling seats in the academy, putting a warm body there, but intentionally building the future of your agency, your department. In upcoming episodes, I'm going to dig into related topics: diversity in recruiting, the real cost of each applicant, and how testing processes either open doors or close them. Very familiar with that subject. If you're in law enforcement, HR, or you're curious about how we can get better officers in the field, make sure you subscribe and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're a department who's still waiting for talent to find you, you might already be losing the people you need most.